Hi friends, this is Gail O'Neill, and I teach stamping. I hope you enjoy. So, as you can tell, I'm doing prized peony, and I always want to say posy, but it's peony. And these dies, when I get to the one that I'm doing with the die pieces, I'll pull them all out and show you. But they kind of look confusing, don't they? But they're really not once you get the hang of it. So we're going to start out. I'm going to flip this to the side. And we're going to start out with this simple black and white card. So of course my P's right there. I can see them so they can't get lost, right? Okay, so I think I didn't before use the Stamparatus, but I think I am because I used a different ink. So I think I will do it this way so I can get it a little better. So of course you want to put it where you want it to be. And I'm going to live dangerously and not tape it down. Okay, we're good. And because we want this one nice and bright. Although I think that one I did a little bit too much because it was a thicker, different ink. Oh, there went my internet. This seems to be like a thing every time I'm live. Oh, there was still a little red on there from the last time I used it. We'll get that covered up. And if not, I'll do it again. I'll clean it. It was a little bit of a weird day with my little baby Puppaluppagus being sick. So, yeah, it's red in there. It's not what I want. Alright, so we're going to flip it over. I'm going to clean this off. I think that was the right spot, yeah. Oh, goodness. Whoa, wrong side. See if my internet comes back and I can see myself again. Not that I really want to see myself. But anyway, so my Gizmo is almost 12 years old and he's never been sick. And he's been padiddling for 2 days now. I didn't know if it was him or her because she'll sometimes not go outside. But then I saw yesterday he was like, lift his leg, he'd walk to another spot, lift his leg, then he'd squat, and then last night he peed on my bed. So I said, that's it, calling the vet first thing in the morning. Have a UTI. Hi Andy, Connie. Right, you like them? Thanks, Rebecca. I did them last night. Ugh, it's blurry on my end. Please tell me it's not so bad. Okay, maybe I should have used that other ink because that is like really black. I'm going to need this on the other one again. But it'll do. It'll do. So, the one thing, it's kind of funny. If you remember, I used for my white Speckles, I used this Posca pen, and then Lou went on to her live, and well, it was the next day, and she said, oh, I learned this from Gail, and I picked up these markers. Well, I have these markers that I used for a project So these are, I got them on Amazon, overseas paint markers. So then I went, darn, I've got them in all colors. So this was like a set of 12. Plus I have white, so I no longer have to use my Posca. But I'm going to put some gold, or did I use silver? I think I used silver. So I'm going to use the silver, which is this one, and some yellow. Probably the yellow and gold would have been better. But you can do like any color that you want. So you just give it a shake. And then I'm just going to double check and make sure that there's enough like in the, you want it like on the tip. And then so I didn't get like any big splotches with this, although on my other one I kind of did. Maybe I have to put more on the tip, but I like these little dainty things. So it all depends on what you want. So I'm going to put some more in the tip. And then, so this, oh yeah. So this is the silver. And if you don't want any on your flower, then, you know, you can make a mask for it. So check that out. It's just a very fine, so we'll just wipe some of this up. And the only thing, this is like an oil-based, so you got to use some alcohol to clean it. But it's cool. I like the other one is much like blacker. Next time I'm going to use the other ink. Okay, so we're going to mount this, and then I'm going to stamp the sentiment. Yeah, I still have, which one? I still have this, that Zig Painty gold and silver. It's like all bent up and old. That's been like all over. That'll teach you to talk before you finish putting it in place. So that's a little longer than I want it, so because that's up, so I'm going to just trim it. And then I'll center it on the card. Then I'll probably be mad at that too. Let's see how that's going to look. Fine. I can't wait to finish using up this this cardstock because they're not even. And what I've been doing is trimming this a little smaller too. Very rare do I send anything back. I make do. Okay, so these are 5/8 strips, and then the black are 6/8. So if you don't know how to do that, if Lou is here, she always gets confused. Let's see if you can see it on this one. Oh wait, here's a better one. So what you do is each one, like this is your half and your 1. So here's your quarter, there's your 1/8. So I call it 2 spots. So you're going to go to a quarter, to a half, and then 2 more spots, which makes it the 5/8, because there's 8 of those spots. And then you're going to go 1 more for the other. If you want it a little smaller, you can just go 1 line, which goes into your 16ths. Got it? Got it. I know that was like really easy. Okay. So let's stamp this greeting. Love and thanks to a dear friend. I got to pull it a little closer. And I cut this one, and now it's harder to line up. So, ooh! So really I should be doing this on the Stamparatus and using my little cheat thing. But I'm not. So we're just going to trim that off with the scissor. And I don't want to smudge it, because you know I do that. Yeah, the vet said she was in love. Like, they have, like, you have to wait in the parking lot. They come out, get the dog. And this was, like, the first visit, so I really didn't get to meet the vet. But, where's my marker? So, she said, oh my God, on the phone. You know, she was telling me, you know, what was wrong and blah, blah, blah. And she says, I very rarely get dogs, like, as I'm examining them, that they, you know, kiss me to death. I said, that's him. He's just a very gentle dog. That's why I used to take him to the nursing home, because he was so good with people there. So I told her, when this thing is over, I'll, you know, I have to bring them back for their shots anyway. But I said, I'll bring them to visit. So we're just going to glue that down, and then I'll trim it. And you could put splatters on this if you wanted also. I'm just glad I don't have to flick this anymore, because I was always like, I'm gonna ruin my tips, I'm gonna ruin my tips. That's gonna get popped up. 3 of them should do it. Where's my picker? Come on. There it is. Right in front of me. So we're going to put that there. So it's a very, very simple card. But I love black and white. This would be, you know, a really great sympathy card. So there you go. There's card number uno. Okay, so card number 2, very similar, but we're going to take it up a little bit and add some color to it. So, same thing, 5 by 3 3/4. Now this one, I don't care if it comes out on the lighter side, because we're coloring it. So we're just going to ink it up. And stamp it. Dry. You know what I'll do? Well, I'll do the background first, because really it doesn't matter. We'll make it come alive backwards. So what I do is I take some temporary tape, and this is like the 3rd or 4th time I'm using these 2 pieces. Yeah, that's why it doesn't really quite want to stick. All right, we're going to use Balmy Blue. And where are you hiding? And we're going to use one of these. So, very easy. Go in. And where you have a lot of space that you can see, you can, you know, just do. And then when you get towards the flower, you kind of go to the side. And some of these are old, so like they're starting to come apart. The one I had to throw out that I was using, I was like, ah, it's coming apart. So then down here again, I can just put her down. So it doesn't take long. Why am I not using that? Oh, that thunder. Before it was like really loud and Trixie was in here like crawling up my vajayjay. I'm like, go away. I mean, Bob's on the couch. Like, why wouldn't she sit with him? It's like, I need my mommy. See, they're starting to dry out a little bit. And when you're rubbing instead of, you know, daubing, maybe that's why it's called a dauber. You should be daubing. I'm a rubber, not a dauber. Okay, so now, very gently, you're going to go into these spots. Now I'm kind of daubing. And we're going to color it, so if anything like really hits, it's not a real big deal. I think that's part of the flower. Daub, 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 daub. Okay, I believe we got it. Look at that. Okay. So now we're going to take Poppy Parade Light and Dark. And live video interrupted. So with the light, I am just going to color all over it. Okay, I'm done. Like it? Now this piece is really the leaf. Alright, I'm going to try something. I really hate this side. But this is not one I've used a lot, so... So it should be okay. And you could just get this color on it and leave it, and it would be fine because this has a lot of shading in it that the artist has put there for you. That's the leaf. Although I'm going to bring that way. When in doubt, just fudge it. Oh, my stomach's growling. Okay, so we have that. Oh, let me get this. Was this the light one? Yeah. ye of little faith. All right, so we're going to get some green into there, and I'm using the Granny Apple Green Light and Dark. So this is the dark, I want the light. And we're going to do the same thing here. Now I usually work from dark to light, but because this has so much shading in it, and I don't want to do like all the shading, I don't want to have to go over everything, I chose to do, this is running out. Let's see if, now you can see when it's like white there. And then I'm going to get that one. All right, so we have a base of the green, and you could leave it absolutely just like that. But we're going to go in and put some of the dark on some of these petals just to make them a little bit bolder. And we're not doing a lot, just a few places. I think he just turned the TV up. Or, oh no, he's on the phone. So just a few little spots in here. And sometimes you don't even have to go back over with the light. Like I think I probably hit it in a couple spots. But like here would be a spot you want that to be behind. Let's see where else, because I'm sitting back from it. Like there, on top of that one. Bring it in here a little bit where it's like folding up. And maybe a little bit right there. And I'm not even going to go over it with the light. I'm going to leave that. And then here, and I didn't even really care about doing the center on that, where you could put another color like right in there, because to me it's almost like it's closed in the middle, so you don't have to worry about that either. So now we'll take the dark and do the same thing, like where there's like the fold in the leaf and where the artist has put in the veins. But these like are little folds. But again, we're not getting like crazy. We're just giving it a little bit of dimension. And then last place, right up in here, just a itty bitty bit. And that's it for that. That's how quick that is. All right, so now I'm going to bring in Oh, I forgot to put some pretties on the other one. We're going to bring back, let's put these two away, and I'm going to bring out the black one. Give it a shake. This one seemed to be, like, do a better job. Like, I got, like, bigger splotches out of the black. Let's see. Oh! Oh, we're gonna get some splotches now. You see this? Whoa. Whoa. Alright, that's the trick. Get it really wet, and then you don't even have to hit it so hard. Ooh, I like it. Alright, so that has to dry a little bit while I clean this. And this I'm just gonna chuck. At least if it got on my nails, right? Don't notice it as bad. Okay, so again, this is going to have the same greeting as that other one. So we're going to do that again. So, Gail, where did you put it? Boop, boop. My fur baby is doing good. He's resting. It's going to take a day or two until he starts, I hope, peeing right. He doesn't even know he's doing it. I have to follow him with a towel. And he doesn't have like a stream. It just trickle here, trickle there. My baby. Oops. I like to get those edges. One last side. Oh my God, I hope you can't hear my stomach. Okay, then we're going to snip that. And we're going to pop that up too. And we're going to glue this to Poppy Parade. And it would look just as good with black. But I wanted to carry through that red a little bit. I actually think those dots are dry now, but I don't want to touch any of the big ones because it could be fooling me. So put that down. Yep, see? It would have fooled me. I'm too smart for it. So we'll get this on and then put it aside to dry the rest of the way. And put there, right there. So when you think of the black one, it's just like a step up. Same card, just adding a little bit more. Oh, let's add a little bit more, like we're supposed to. So this one is going to get a big one, a little one, and a littler one right there. Then this one is going to get a different kind if it didn't go missing on me. Oh, nope, it's right here. So these are the new elegant faceted gems. So we're going to do, where'd it go? Maybe it went nowhere. Oh, no? Ah, so we're going to put one here, and then we're going to put a big here and a little next to it. Like that. So now they're done. All right, on to the other one. Oh, there's pieces. So this is the card. There's all the pieces. So where's the things now? I said I'm gonna bring them back when I do the card, but I don't know where I just stuck them. Oh, comedy. Don't you love it? I mean, I'm right here. Where could it have gone? I don't know. All right, I'll show you this way. Jeez Louise. It's got to be staring me right in the face. So you're going to line them up in size order. And then you have these guys. Looks like I'm missing some leaves. No! And I couldn't decide what I wanted for the stamen. So these are going to match up. And what I also did was I put them through the subtle folder, which you could also do with these, but I don't know, I just didn't think of it. I only thought of the leaves. Duh. So you're going to match these up so you have the right one with the right one. That's not the right one. I forget how they go. And Sue, if you're here, stop laughing. I think it goes the other way. I gotta look at them. I know this is a small one. It goes with this. There. Like that. And you could forget those things and just sponge them too. Would be just as nice. Like sometimes I don't like putting things together. Yeah, hello. Da-da. So then this one has to be, oh, that one. Ta-da! Okay, so they're ready to go. I'm not touching them again till we're ready. So this color is the Seaside, no, it's Purple Posy. You know, it's the one where the ink wasn't good and they discontinued it, but we still have the color. So I did it on a sponge. You can absolutely do it with a dauber. Absolutely. New word, my word, just saying. And I went, even though some of this is going to get covered, this top piece is really not going to get covered, but I sponged some in there. Now these are all your bottoms, so they actually all line up together when you, that's got to go the other way, and then they line up. So that one, don't confuse them. And then, and you can just like set it down and do it. I just wanted to use my new dauber things. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. And you could do the bottoms if you want. And then this last one. All right, so that is the bottom. So because this is the top, and that's going to be like that, I am also going to sponge this piece right there, because you're going to seize it. Now what I should have tried, but I didn't even think of it till just now, is DSP. Wouldn't some DSP look amazing doing this? Oh, I may really turn out to like this a lot after all. Okay. So you take the next one to the end and you tuck it right inside. And it seems a little tricky because you think, oh, that's not going to fit. But you just bend it slightly and slide it in. And slide it till you get it to there. Line it up. You can either use glue, which is what I did before, but this time I am going to use these. If I find my little poker again, that's hiding. Oh my God, it went and hid with the dies. All right, good thing I have lots of stuff. There it is. All right, so we're going to take this just to keep it from, oops, going wonky on you. And then you're going to do the same thing with this one. And you could also, I didn't bother, but you can take a bone folder before you put them all together and soften all these. I did it after. So now we're going to line those up in the back like that, like that, and make sure it looks right from the front. And we're going to take, yeah, you got to let go of it because this needs two hands. And you're just going to stick one there and put that down. Now you're going to take the last, I'm going to get this bugger ready. How smart was that? Okay. So then this goes, one of those flies. That goes right there. You're going to line them up like that. Now we're going to take that one. Look how good that was. So now you can take all these pieces and pull them forward. And this is the time if you want to add more color. Oops, that should have been over a little more. It's fine. All right. So if you wanted to add a little bit more like shading, and you can even do it with your matching, let's see. I used Heather for the ink. This is the dark. Where's the light? Watch. So say, and it's going to look like hell, and then heck, and then it's going to fade. It's going to dry and fade right into that same color. Unless I was supposed to use the dark one, but you can go all the way around. You can like flick more. Maybe it's the dark one that did it. It did it earlier. Yeah, so you can go in and there's even a line here from the die itself, and you could actually color that. Now that I did that little piece, you kind of have to go around and do it all. A lot of maroon. But that's what happens when, you know, we experiment, you know? That's me, I tell you. Oops, missed. Yeah, fudge that up. Okay, let's glue these together. We'll move that to the side for a little bit. All right, so did I have that the right way? Gail, I almost put it on backwards. Okay, so I have that. Now don't move. We're turning it that way. Next time I sponge it. Yeah, sometimes like sets that have a lot of pieces, that's like a deal breaker for me. I'm like, yeah, no. That wasn't right. How could that be? Because that's the correct side. Give her a hand. Okay. Do I have, yeah, that's got to be the right side on that one. And get up there. Oh, there goes my stomach again. Okay. Oof. All right, let me move that. Let me bring this over. Highland Heather. This is the DSP that goes with the whole suite. That was the word I was looking for. And then I cut this, but of course, what did I do with those dies? I'm dying that they're like not here. So there's this really long, pretty die that was on the end of everything, and I'm still looking from side to side. That cuts these borders, so you could actually do a border, take a piece off of your card, and then put another piece in here. Oh, there's so many things you could do with that die. Look at this right in front of me. What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? So there was like that big one. So there's four of those pieces. And then what's confusing is the leaves. So you got to look for, there's 2 leaves that look like normal leaves. This one and that one. And then the rest of them have these like weird squiggly things. So you have to take those 3 and then the 3 squiggly weird looking pieces. And then this is the stamen, which does that one. Yeah. It was literally right here in front of me, under the screen. Duh. Okay, so we're going to stamp on this. Your sweet friendship refreshes the soul. It's kind of corny, but that's what we're putting on it. And I'm going to put that right about there. Ta-ta! All right, so let's glue this to this. Zoom out so we can see. Okay. Gotcha. I do anyway when I lay them all down. Yeah, see, that's what you got to do. Like what Kathy just did. She actually reached out with those words and smacked me right in the face. That's what you got to do, girls. So when I glance up, that smack just hits me. All right, so that's going to go there. This is going to go about there. And actually, it looks okay now. We're going to decide. I didn't like the gray granite one, but this is what I like. I just shoved into this one. It's not even glued in. But I kept thinking it looks funny, it looks funny. So I put a second one in there, and at some point I'll glue it. And I took a marker and just any marker. This is the daffodil. And just did those edges like that. I actually didn't do the other one, but I'm going to this time, because I would have been all over the flower, because the other one is glued in. So now that we have that, we're going to take and glue one to the other. So we just need one little, I said little. Now, when you put them together, you want them to be like off a little bit. So like more of those stays are sticking out of the man. Then we're going to put some glue on that. I just made that whole thing up. And this goes in there. In there? No. In the other one. In there. And then that's gonna, yeah. So that like spreads it out a little more and makes it not look as like funny. Okay, so here we're gonna stick some glue, because that's still a little, I'm gonna pop that up anyway. So we're going to put this down about center. And I wasn't exactly straight on that die, but yeah, whatever. That's what I say. Oh, we're going to glue these first. So I want them this way. I want the little one that way. Okay, cool. So let me put some, turn back around. I'm going to put some glue like on the bottom. And like I said, I want the little one first. Then I want the big one there, and just hold it for a couple seconds. Video interrupted. And then this one is going to go on the other side. Like that. Now we're going to put some of these. So when you put these on, cover up like right on top of where you glued your other things on. Let it touch, you know, where those pieces meet. And then you know it ain't going anywhere. And then you're going to put one on each leaf. Now we're going to pick all those suckers off. So that's going to go right there. So we're going to glue that down. Nice and slow. Hold that down for a sec. And then I had these cool little playing with pattern resin dots. But these match the posy. So, I never do them even. Alright, so we're going to put one there, then the next size up here, and then a little one right there. So there is that one. Let me just move things around and I'll bring the other ones back, because I'm sure I've overstayed my welcome. Yeah, I was trying to decide if I wanted black, but I mean, you could. Okay, let me bring them back. Onesie and a twosie and something sticking to that one. So there are the 3 cards from tonight. I think they're all in camera. I hope you liked them. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Kathy. Thank you, Barbara. So, yeah, so this was it. You can get those markers on Amazon. They really were not expensive for $12. And again, they were overseas paint marker. And they go on like a lot of different stuff. And yeah, I had them. Like lots of colors. So, yeah. So, thanks for being here with me, everybody. I will be back on Sunday. God, these weeks go so fast. First Saturday, I'll be coloring. And it might be one of these two. those are some of the new Patreon. So might be one of those Saturday morning on my sharing page. And then Sunday I'll be back with, I don't know what, but it'll be something. Thanks, everybody.